All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Trubisky on first down, dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side, Tate. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malik McDowell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Everyone's got 4 down. Detroit!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. V19. Gun.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Hits his target. It's Tanner Gabriel. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You got 4.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A gain of 32 that time. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Patriot!
Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete here.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 3rd and goal, Rosen. He can run, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Lock in.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Move. 18.
Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. From the gun, it's Rosen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This is Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here's Rosen to throw. This is caught. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now here comes Kansas City. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun. All right, now look at this.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Move. Lock in. Red, up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky being chased out left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top. They've got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top for Miller. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Lock in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Rosen. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, Rosen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Detroit!
On third down, Rosen. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Again on second and 10, it's Trubisky. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So 1:55 to go in the first half. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williams. A good pick up there, 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Rosen on first and 10. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, 18. Sit up. 180. 18.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
18.
Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Chiefs! So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit! Detroit!
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to work. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Now Rosen on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky dancing to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Rosen to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Mario Edwards breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
56. Now let's go. Green 39, green 39.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Leopard, leopard. Now let's go. 319, 319.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
They try again with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Rosen. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 319.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
Now Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get it up the middle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky to Mixon on the check down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trubisky will throw. Buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik McDowell in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. Escape. And pressure gets to him again. Malik McDowell able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rosen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Fowler in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Hurry, hurry.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, lock in. Set up. 180.
Again, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky. Being checked, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And now running right through it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, Let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter